Woodstock Festival in Santa Barbara, California. Yes, this is the show where Foreave Stars International shine. It's for entrepreneurs in the entertainment field. And tonight we have some great guests for you, so keep tuned. Here we go at the Dream Machine USA, telling you, lift your glasses, get all your hors d'oeuvres ready, because we're going to have fun tonight. You're at the Dream Machine USA at ABG Studios and our TV studios, Mini Woodstock Festival. So join us, have fun tonight. We've got some great guests for you. Yay! Keep tuned, everybody.
And here's Lucy Looker, yeah.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Mini Woodstock Festival TVSB show. It's Lucy Looker, the reporter of Foreave Stars International. Thank you for watching Mini Woodstock today. It's exciting because we always have some great entrepreneurs coming on here. And yes, I want you to all look at Lucy Looker Unchained as well. That's where we don't have any editing and it's the fun show all the way through the interview. Well, welcome to this month's show, Mini Woodstock Festival. Don't adjust your TV sets now, stay on TVSB because you're about to have a lot of fun. Make sure you've got your hors d'oeuvres and your drinks. They may not be alcoholic, but just let's have some fun today because that's what the Mini Woodstock Festival is all about with Lucy Looker. I'm the reporter from the Foreave Stars International, and I have stars coming throughout the whole wide world. And I have a great guest with me all the way from Hawaii. Aloha, everybody. Yes, I'm very excited to introduce you to this guest. She's an entrepreneur, and she's now locally in Santa Barbara going around all the different activities and performing. And her name is Holly Duffy. Very beautiful girl. And here she is in Hawaii and working on her latest CD. So I'm very excited to have Holly with me today. So Holly, welcome to the Mini Woodstock Festival.
Thank you.
Cheers. It's lovely to have you. I know that Ravel and Dan, as we are, played with you, and you were on a Mini Woodstock recently, so congratulations for coming to Santa Barbara and actually getting to play in the musician segment. That was wonderful. So any of you musicians out there that want to be a star musician, don't forget to get in touch with Janet. She will put you with As We Are and get you on the musician segment. But here we are, the entrepreneur segment. So tell us a little bit about your life, Holly. I know Holly's a musician, and tell me, you know, you were born, where you were born, your family, brothers and sisters. Oh, tell us all about yourself, Holly. Welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Holly Duffy, everybody.
Thank you very much for having me on the show.
Oh, you're welcome.
I appreciate it. And, well, where do I begin? Well, I was born here in the Santa Maria Hospital and lived in Shell Beach the first year of my life in San Luis Obispo. And then I grew up all over went from Oregon up to Oregon, and then Utah, back to Oregon, Washington State, Phoenix, and back and forth between all the places too, and then Hawaii. My sister and I and my mom and father, that we called father, we moved to Utah.
I see.
And that's where she had 6 more children.
Oh my gosh, how many altogether?
8 of us.
Well, how wonderful though. I bet Christmases and holidays, and no wonder your mum's a dance teacher, so
yes.
She had her own dance studio in the home.
Oh yes, we were dancing from a very young age. My sister and I started winning talent shows.
Wow.
My mother would choreograph little dances to like Rock Around the Clock and to, what was another? Oh, Grease Lightning was another one. And we would travel to different elementary schools and perform.
Oh, isn't that wonderful? I mean, that's what's so great about the entertainment field. You know, it's so wonderful when your family, I believe everybody has a bit of the entertainment in them, even if they do it in the shower. I believe that everyone has that gene somewhere. They have to just find it, and sometimes they do it behind closed doors, everybody, you know, so watch out. Anyway, but oh, it's so wonderful. So what was it that made you want to become a musician and start being an entrepreneur in the entertainment field?
Well, that's really interesting because we were always singing and playing songs growing up. My mother would sing us to sleep, and we loved music and dancing. And when I was 7, I started a little club at school called the Friends Club. And it was a big deal. And so what happened was a friend of mine and I, she just found recordings. I just reconnected with a friend who was the vice president. I was the president. And we had recorded a lot of songs we wrote together for the Friends Club and for other things when we were 7, and you could hear us arguing and figuring out the notes and, okay, that's the way we'll sing it. And so that's really where a lot of it, for me, even the entrepreneur side, I realized began when I was 7.
Right.
And we had a lot of fun doing our music and meetings, and I printed out flyers and
just everything.
Yes, everything.
You have to do the promotion, the publicity.
Yes, and so I loved it. And I also taught for my brothers and sisters. On Saturdays, we had a school, created a little classroom called the Brownie School, where we did all sorts of fun artistic activities, and we'd even take field trips to the park. And I'd push like 3 or 4 babies in the stroller.
Because you had so many siblings.
Yeah, there were so many of us. So I did that up for quite a few years, the little play school with them.
Oh, that sounds incredible.
Yeah.
You were talking about you going to Hawaii. I'd love you to share a little bit about Hawaii. Aloha to all our wonderful Hawaiians. Tell us a little bit about Hawaii when you were there and you're playing, because that's where you learned to play ukulele, right?
Yes, correct. Yeah, so Hawaii, also starting when I was 7, I classically trained on the violin. So I did that up until I was 17, and I played in orchestras and performed all over playing violin. So when I moved to Hawaii, it was because my family, my mother took the 6 youngest children, and they all moved when I was 18. And I ended up staying in school and finishing school, and then, or at least a bachelor's degree, and then I decided to move to Hawaii, and I started teaching in the schools there.
Fabulous.
Yeah, so it was wonderful. I started as a skills trainer with children with special needs, and then it just turned into substitute teaching and educational assistant, and then I was hired as a full-time special education teacher at a public charter school.
Wow, so that's where you were able to actually teach instruments and music and so on? Yeah,
and it sort of happened from within, because that was the school where in one of the classrooms I taught in, there were ukuleles all around the class, and that was when I kept seeing them thinking, that really looks like a violin, I should try it out. And then I started playing, and with a friend who taught me a few little keys and how to hum and strum. And then it was while I was not performing, I offered to sing a song when I first learned it, if they behaved. And they did behave. And when the bell rang, they said, "Miss Duffy, are you going to play the song?" And I thought, oh no. But I played it, and that's when the music teacher walked in and we arranged with the principal that I start teaching uke and music. Tell everybody here in Santa Barbara how they can get Holly Duffy to come and play at their event. Well, you can email me at hollyduffymusic@gmail.com or go to the website and under the contact leave my emails there. Also on Facebook, there's a Holly Duffy music page. And
also, we have you playing. I think this is a really good time when we should let you play. Stay on TVSB, Channel 17, because guess who's coming up? Do you know who's coming up? It's Tutu Time. Yes, it's all the Foreave young stars. So Holly's going to take us out with a song, and we're going to see Tutu Time. So raise your glass, Holly. Thank you for coming to see Lucy today.
thank you so much.
You're welcome, and come back next month to see Lucy Looker reporting on the Foreave Stars International. Now, watch for Tutu Time, kids. Bye now.
So this song is about the world, the earth.
I just received a text. Oh my goodness, you got me with my hair all in rollers. Anyway, I'm excited because Tutu Time is about to happen, everybody. So all the boys and girls, get ready. It's Tutu Time. It's Tutu Time. It's Tutu Time for the young stars of Foreave. Tell me your goals, tell me your dreams, Tutu Time. Tell me your goals, tell me your dreams at Tutu Time. It's Tutu Time and she loves you. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's Tutu Time and she loves you. Yeah. Tell me your goals, tell me your dreams. You're the young stars of Foreave. Tutu Time, Tutu Time. It's Tutu Time. Hi there, here we are at Tutu Time. Yes, and I have a wonderful star with me today. Everybody will remember her. Yes, she has the same birthday as Skylar. It's Mackenzie Ironson. Hi, Mackenzie. How is your life going?
Good.
Yes, you've been doing lots of wonderful things.
Mm-hmm.
And you go to what school?
Garden Street Academy.
Garden Street Academy? I remember seeing you on a YouTube video. And you were singing.
At Spring Into the Arts, we did. I danced to The Lion King with sticks, and I sang this Nesta Hua song in a different language.
You did? What, did you speak Spanish?
No.
What language was it?
I forgot.
You've forgotten, but you learned the language to sing it?
No, I just learned the lyrics.
That's
not
what I
the
mean.
language.
That is, the lyrics of the song. You learned them in that language. Do you remember any of them?
Well, there's two parts to it. The beginning, I know. The second part,
Could
I
you
don't
sing a
really.
little bit? Can you do it?
Okay.
Go on then. I'd love to hear it. Tutu would love it.
Nesta hua, tengu voski. Kisi shama, soledad. De tutele, morananzu. Ki hubo, te corazao.
That is beautiful.
That was the beginning.
That was lovely. And I don't know what language that is either. But that was beautiful, whatever it was. That's great. And I see you've brought me a wonderful gentleman. Who is this down here laying on our set? So you're going to tell everybody about
This
Yes?
is a mannequin thingy that I made in art.
It's what is it?
It's a person bird.
It's a person bird?
Yeah, it's a person with wings.
Amazing. Okay, come and sit down and tell everybody about your inspiration. That means you were inspired by something to make this. So that's
Well,
pretty incredible.
Most people always want to fly, right?
Most people always want to fly. Well, maybe you're right. Like people do
So?
like to fly.
And the project was to create something weird that will probably never happen.
Oh, and so this is what you made. Something weird that would never happen, and that's a man bird. Wow, it's a good job. Your poor mother having to carry this in the car every time. You've got good parents, that's for sure.
Here's how I made it. There was a big piece of cardboard,
Yeah.
and we laid down and did a design. And I was laying on the cardboard, and I went like this, kind of. So they traced my head, and I told them I wanted wings instead of hands. So they traced it as wings instead of regular hands.
Well, it's really clever. It's very clever. I'm very proud of you. I think that's wonderful. Very clever idea.
I also wanted to say I'm excited for summer. I bet all of you are. And I hope you all have lots of plates and sleepovers.
Oh, nice. Well, there you go. Well, thank you, Mackenzie. Thank you coming on Tutu Time. And we'll look forward to seeing you again and hearing your exciting life and all your adventures. And thank you so much for bringing this guy on, this man bird on. It's lovely. So let's say
Tutu
bye-bye
time, it's Tutu
Hi,
time.
here we are at Teen Tutu Time. Very excited. Have a really great teen with us tonight. Yes. So sit back, everybody, because here we go with the teen segment of Tutu Time. Brian, how you doing? It's so good to see you. Brian, I know you go to Santa Barbara City College, you know. Yeah, so let's hear a little bit about yourself. I mean, tell us about your family and tell us about the college and what you're studying and what school you went to.
College is nice. A lot of people, new people from out of state, you know, nice people to talk to. And my family, well, you know, they're always encouraging me in things I'm doing. You know, always trying to make sure I'm doing the right thing, just like my mother should, you know. My brothers and sisters, great people to, you know, be with, play games with.
How many brothers and sisters you have?
I have one little brother and 3 sisters. Yeah, I have an older sister and 2 younger sisters.
Oh, nice. So what school did you go to before you went to Santa Barbara City College?
I went to San Marcos High School.
San Marcos, okay. And do you actually live in the city of Santa Barbara, or do you live in...
No, I live in Santa Barbara.
You live right in
Yeah,
Santa Barbara?
but just because of where I live, I get to go to San Marcos rather than Santa Barbara's high school.
I see. So
Yeah.
what elementary school did you go to then?
I went to a couple, actually. I went to McKinley, which is like right next to Santa Barbara City College.
Right.
But I also went to Monroe Elementary School, which is like on on the Mesa.
Right.
And yeah, I went to school.
A lot of different
yeah,
elementary schools.
in Mexico too.
Oh, you did? Oh, exciting. So what's the difference to going to school in Santa Barbara to going to school in Mexico? Why don't you share that?
School in Mexico, man. You gotta wear a uniform. First of all, you always gotta be cutting your hair. You know, can't, you know, express yourself as much as you probably could here. It's different, it really is.
Wow, that's interesting, because I know that when I went to school in Australia, and I went to school in England, and it was the same thing. We had to wear these uniforms and everything like that in Australia, and in England we didn't.
Oh, wow.
They were just coming into like wearing stockings and flat shoes and just a nice blue skirt with a white blouse with a little tie. And then I go to Australia and I had to wear this brown stockings, brown uniform, hats, and it was pretty intense.
Yeah.
I was 13 and I was like, oh my gosh.
Just not digging it.
Oh, not really, I wasn't. And so when you got here, it was exciting for you then, huh?
I mean,
Tell me what you're studying at Santa Barbara City College.
I'm studying, well, I'm taking a music class, which is music engineering, you know, like getting used to like mixers and like connecting live sound, things like that.
Okay, well, everybody,
Yeah.
Brian plays guitar, and he's actually going to give everybody a song today. You're going to do a cover number, so is it somebody that we know that does this song that's pretty famous, or is it?
No, he's not all that famous, but his name is Mac DeMarco. He's from Canada.
Oh, nice.
Yes, nice songwriter. I like his music.
Oh,
really enjoy
lovely.
it.
And what's the name
yeah.
of the song?
Song's called Let Her Go.
Let Her Go.
Yeah.
Brian Dorado is going to give you a song.
So tell her that you love her, if you really love her. But if your heart just ain't sure, tell her that you'll be there. If you're really there. But if your heart just ain't sure, let them grow.
Tutu time! It's Tutu time! It's Tutu time for the Young Stars of Foreave! Everyone, you know what this segment is? Well, it's Vicky Models Are the Brightest Stars. As you can tell by the frame down there, if Dan kindly would zoom in on that, you'll see that I was a model way back, and I created Vicky Models Are the Brightest Stars. Yes, I'm Vicky. So what I wanted to do was every month I needed to find a model that would be willing to be a part of Vicky Models of the Brightest Stars and be on our show every month, or have lots of different models on at different times. Well, here we are at the Vicky Models Are the Brightest Stars segment. And hi, I'm Vicky. And as you know, I used to be a model, a photographic model, a runway model during my lifetime. And I love it that we have Vicky Models Are the Brightest Stars on the Mini Woodstock Festival. And today I have a wonderful guest who's a model, and many people may know her all around Santa Barbara, and she's our mature model, and we're very excited about her, and a lot of people love her. She's beautiful, and her name is Beth Amin. So stay with us on TVSB for Vicky Models Are the Brightest Stars. Beth, it's so exciting to have you on Vicky Models Are the Brightest Stars.
Thank you, Vicki. Happy to be here, of course.
And you are a bright star.
Thank you.
So tell us a little bit about your life as far as modeling and photographic modeling. You've done so much of that, I'm sure, with because Beth is a performer, and so and today you've bought something to wear that you're going to show us all.
I did. Yes,
so,
I did.
So tell us a little bit about yourself, your local.
Yes, I've been here for a very long time and been in the arts, in very many facets of the arts, as a painter and public artist and a dancer, performer. And I teach a lot of accessing your own inner well-being through the arts to every facet of the population, from 6-year-old children to 98-year-old women, both in dance and in visual arts. So I'm all about everyone expressing themselves. And I think clothes and your outfit, for me, it's the most delicious and wonderful thing, is to just express yourself by what you're wearing, so that you're your own little work of art and expressing who you are by just the way you look. So I love clothes, and
You've always loved clothes.
And I love dressing up, so I will do it. And I like a whole spectrum of ways to dress up, from the costumes I wear when I belly dance to just like what I might even wear when I'm painting, or that's comfy but inspires me to be able to move. Vicki, today what I have is a little variation on the LBD, the little black dress. And I particularly like this one because it's made out of a t-shirt material. So it's just like you're a little dressed up, but you still feel like you could be at home. So it has a little lace detail, which adds some fun to it. And one of my favorite things is that it's got a little cutout, so it just shows a bit of arm. And it's not tight, and it's not too fitted, so it's super comfortable, but you still have a little bit of allure with just this amount of skin. And I think my favorite thing is that it's so comfortable. I was working in my studio just before I got here. It literally took me 3 minutes to get dressed. Just throw the t-shirt dress on, a piece of jewelry, zip up the boots, and you're out the door. So that really makes me happy too, and without a lot of fuss and muss. And anyway, so here's the front, here's the back, here's the little bit of jewels, and off we go.
Beautiful.
I do want to mention that I got it at one of the local stores that's kind of the kids' stores. They often, if you're looking for bargains, you can find fabulous things that are not very pricey, and that have a little bit of fashion trend to them, but you don't have to pay. You can pay, you know, anywhere from under $20 to $30 for a whole outfit. So I love frequenting those stores, and we have quite a few here because of the big college population. So that's my shopping secret.
Wow. Well, thank you so much, and we're
Thank
really,
you.
really excited that you came on Vicky Models of the Brightest Stars to show us this little
Black dress. Thank you, Vicky. I appreciate it.
I hope you're enjoying the Vicky Models of the Brightest Stars, and also that you saw Tutu this month. Anyway, do not adjust your TV set because I have a wonderful artist. Yes, this guy is known around this town quite a lot. You're going to enjoy him. And no further ado, Nico Cervantes. So
Hello.
wonderful to have you, Nico.
Oh,
So glad
yes.
you got here.
Absolutely.
And hopefully not too much trouble. And I
No.
see you have a wonderful shirt on.
Yes.
I hope everybody's been watching this great show, Fun Sparkle Drama, that Nico hosts on TVSB, folks.
Host and produce.
And produce.
And do everything
mostly.
else. That's what we do on public access.
That's
we do
true.
everything.
Yes, it's exciting.
It
really
is.
It is. So tell us a little bit before we get into the show, because I know I'm going to ask you about that. We want to know about Nico. I mean, you're always asking people on your show about them. I want to ask about you. You know, where were you born, your family? You know, tell us all about you as the artist. Nico, you were born and you loved entertainment. Come on. So tell us.
Born here in Santa Barbara, and my family is 4th generation, actually.
Are they really?
Yeah, my great-grandfather came to Santa Barbara during the Mexican Revolution in 1912. He was 15 years old, and they camped out here. That's my mom's side of the family, and then my father's side of the family is Irish-Norwegian.
Wow,
And
that's
so,
why you look so amazing.
Oh, that's a.
No, you do. You don't look like one or the other.
Yeah.
There's this mixture. It's wonderful.
Oh, thank you. And so we ended up staying here in Santa Barbara, and it's been really great. Santa Barbara is a very hard place to leave.
Oh, tell me
You know,
about it.
you know, and I definitely have like looked at other places for different opportunities because it is a small town, but it's hard to leave here. It's so gorgeous and it's amazing, and it's a community.
Yes, it is.
So anyway, and I grew up, and I was always a person that loved to start projects as a kid. Even as a little kid, I would love to make money. I would love to start projects. And I got into theater at a really young age, and I studied theater and acting and dancing and everything else up until I was in college. And then I went into my events business.
So what school and everything did you go to? I'm sure there's lots of people out there that must have gone to school with you.
I went to San Marcos High School.
Hey, the Royals!
Yes. I know, I'm not in the studios are in the Dos Pueblos district, and so I may be scorned. But anyhow, I first went to Franklin School, and then my family moved to Goleta, and I went to Hollister, and then La Colina, and then San Marcos.
Wow.
And I graduated from San Marcos. I don't really want to talk about the year I graduated, but
You can't remember it.
yeah, I don't remember anything. And then, which they have amazing. I went to actually San Marcos for the theater department because it was really the best in town as far as at that time. I don't know what happens now, but anyhow, I studied theater, and then I went to the Theater Artists Institute in San Jose.
Wow.
And then my life just took a different turn, and I went into becoming an entrepreneur, which I never thought it was going to be that way. And then here I am after several years. I'm back in I'm doing interview, but I'm still in my sense.
It's all performing.
It is all performing, and it's all improv, and so that's what I decided to produce Fun Sparkle Drama, and I host that, and it's an interview-based show about lifestyle, and modern lifestyle, and
it's sort of kind of like a talk show too, like, because I noticed that if anyone's watched it out there, folks, you'll see Nico, and you usually have a couple of girls on there, right?
Well,
are they just the guests? Every different ones?
I have a friend of mine, Nina LaFuente, who comes in and out as my co-host.
Okay.
And then I have the guest.
Okay.
And then I have I've done a show with all my girlfriends before, so that 3 guests or 4 guests at that point, and so I've tried to it's a challenge producing a show, and keep, and obviously, as you know, and finding guests, finding people that are worth it, and especially when you're a newer show like mine, it's hard to get people on. But thankfully, I know a lot of people, great people, and so I'm never afraid to ask.
That's my, well, it's like television is no different from any other business in the fact that you have to be a salesperson and be able to have the courage to ask. You may get a no, but you get that yes every now and then. So that's what it's about, you know.
Business has, in the last 10 years, has really instilled that, I guess, when you're an entrepreneur, you look at life in a different way.
Yes, you do.
So I'm using those skills to help with my show now, which I think I wouldn't be able to, you know, it's all about timing. So I think that it was appropriate for me to end the performing arts, or, you know, for being an actor at that point, and then I needed to do this, and now I'm here. So and I still have my business, which I love. So
Exactly. So tell us a little bit about family. I mean, Nico's, you have brothers and sisters?
I have two amazing sisters. They're 10 and 11 years older than I am. So they're amazing, and I have a niece and a nephew.
Are your sisters still in town?
Yes, they're still in town. I mean, ish. One's in Ventura, one's in town. But they're amazing people. My sister Tyra is a teacher, school teacher, like my mother. My mother's a school teacher.
Wonderful. In town? Was she teaching
They're
you?
in Ventura. Both taught in Ventura.
Wow.
Yeah, and then my sister Jessica is a scientist.
Oh, a scientist. That's
so
exciting.
and then I'm the oddball of the family. But yeah, and they're amazing, and I'm so lucky that they're here in town.
Yeah, well, it's always nice if you, it's like our two kids, it's like they still are here, you know? It's like, because, you know, well, I think, I don't know about your family, but I and Dan, we took our kids sort of all around the world as they were growing up and everything. And because I knew that this was like the place to live, this is beautiful. Plus, in the field that we're in, both of us, it's like you can do it here and hide. Nobody, you know, it's like you don't get bamboozled or people going, well, what are you doing that? You know, it's like you can live your life here and do whatever you want to do without any question, without any judgments, without anything. I mean, you know, they may come your way, but you can just like, you can do it here. Better than, and I wouldn't want to do it in LA. I've been there and I've done lots of things there, but it's like in Hollywood and all that, it's just because I can't stand the heat there and it's too many people. Here, it's different. You've got the paradise, and then you can do your dreams here.
Yeah.
And that's what I love about it. And that's what the Mini Woodstock Festival is about. Everyone doing their dreams.
Yeah.
You know, and you're now living the dream, you're doing your dreams, and you're having a great life in a town that you really love to live in.
Yes.
And I think that's what it's about. And if anyone in the world can find that, that's when they're happy.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
When you're doing your dreams and living where you love to live, that's when you're happy and hanging around the people you love to hang around.
Yeah, no, for sure. And I'm open to living anywhere, even though Santa Barbara will always be my hometown.
Right.
You know, it will always be...
Well, that many generations, it's almost like you own it.
Yeah, I know, right? Well, we were very poor, so I don't know if we owned it. But yes, we have so much history here, and honestly, I can't imagine being anywhere else.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Well, I'm the same now too. The only other place I would love to be is India. When I traveled overland from Australia all the way to England, it took about a year or so, and I found beautiful Goa, which is about 100 miles or so from Bombay, and it's a Portuguese port. And oh my God, I was like, yep, that's where I want to retire. That's where I'll retire. But I have, well, things are different sort of over there now probably, but I just loved India so much. I just adored it, you know, even with all the poorness, with all the other stuff. It was just so lovely. The people.
Well, you're a Buddhist, aren't you?
Well, I became a Buddhist in Santa Barbara, as a matter of fact. Yeah, Nam Myoho Renge Kyo.
Oh my goodness, I love it.
Yeah, do you know how to chant?
I don't know how to chant, but I'm very open-minded when it comes to religion.
Me too.
And one of the reasons why I have my show is because I love to hear about people and different types of people, regardless if I agree with them or not.
Right, exactly.
Or, which, you know, I mean, I say that like more politically than anything, but I'm so open-minded to people. I'm so interested in what they do, how they think, and who they are as people. So that's really kind of the background and like the motivation behind Fun Sparkle Drama.
That's how I am too. And that's why when I saw your show, and you gotta watch it, folks, it's a fun show. When I saw your show, I was like, oh my God, this is great, TVSB, yeah. Who is this guy? Gotta
thank
get him
you.
on our show.
Thank you.
Gotta get Nico
Well, we're
on
family.
here.
We're a TVSB family.
We are, and it was so funny because I never saw you, or I did see you, and it wasn't the right timing. And then all of a sudden, it was just the perfect timing one day. And I was like, yes. And Nico said, I'd love to come on, and I'm so happy you came on.
Well, thank you. Well, it's been an overwhelming process. Oh,
cheers for that. Cheers to
Thank
that.
I knew about theater, and I love I can be on stage, I can be backstage,
Right.
I can be doing pre-show, I can be doing
Yes.
post-show. I love the theater. Like, I love that energy that,
Me
and when
too.
theater people meet each other, they're very much, it's like, kind of like, oh, you're my people. So there's a part of that I always loved. Going and producing my television show, and my web series, it was completely different than I ever imagined, and it's been a learning experience along the way, and interviewing people has been an interesting thing for me because it's different than performing, even though you need that background,
Yes.
because you need to be someone interesting, but it's different. It's different. You really have to know about people.
To love people.
Yes.
Like the whole point of the Mini Woodstock Festival and my idea was that everybody's a star. And I believe that with all my heart, that there's millions of stars up there. And that each and every one of us, as soon as we pop up, bing, that's what happens. That's what I believe, and that's what I've always thought. And so it's like, well, what do you mean you're not a star? Everyone's a star. So what I like to do is bring that out of the person. And I think that is the gift. That is the satisfaction as a host or hostess, as someone interviewing someone else, is to bring out what's really already there in the person, but they don't know it maybe. And just bring it out more, and that's as you keep doing it and meeting more and more different people, and you will see that it's just wonderful to see them sparkle.
Yes, Sparkle, Fun Sparkle, and to see the drama
great
too.
Name.
Thank you. Well, I people ask me, they're like, they love the name, but they're like, oh,
What does it mean?
they're like, what does it mean? And I started it I wrote down everything I thought I was as a person, and these are the 3 words that stuck out. But really, what it's about too, it's like, okay, life is fun and it's sparkly, but there's also drama, and you need the drama to enjoy the fun and the sparkle, and you need the sparkle to enjoy the fun, and the fun to enjoy the sparkle. So I really believe in that. Not life is just not all funs and sparkles.
No, it's not. If only.
Yeah, exactly. You need that to appreciate everything else.
You do. Without the drama, there would be no obstacles or challenges.
Yes.
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 And I think when we're doing television, when we're doing theater, when we're doing music, and we are showing ourselves to the public, as which is all of us, and it's like to my way of looking at things, I've always felt responsible when I was an audience. Mm-hmm. Whenever I'm an audience for a show, I feel responsible, to be a part of the show as the audience. Yeah. And I think that's what's really, really important, that everybody believes and knows that they're a star. They may be sitting at home. They may be sitting at home in their underwear. Yeah. Watching the show right now with a beer in their hand or whatever they do. Yeah. But at the same time, it's their responsibility whether or not that they enjoy what they're watching. Yeah. And yes, you can click to another station, but it's still your responsibility too to be a fine audience. Yeah. And go to see a theater show. You paid the money to get in there to see it. You be a fine audience and enjoy it, because what a waste of time.
There is appreciation. Anyone that gets up in front of people, regardless of who they are, I appreciate, because it takes courage.
It does. And also there's got to be this innate feeling of wanting to do it. And if you hold that back and you don't serve that feeling, you're going to be unhappy little soul.
Yeah. Yeah, who wants to be that?
Yeah, you can't, it's like I got married and, had kids and everything, but, well, dance and musician too, but if it wasn't, I couldn't live that life without keeping this life alive. Do you know? The performer in me has to stay alive. Otherwise, the other parts of me would die
Yeah.
and wilt.
Yeah.
You
That's
know
no
that,
fun.
right?
Definitely, you need to. You need that energy.
Exactly. That's probably why you love the business that you have as well, too.
I do.
Which is exciting, folks, because Lucy Looker, Lucy Looker wants to also interview and report on Nico. So you're going to find out all about Nico's event business, which is very exciting. Well, I really think that unfortunately we've come to an end of this interview.
No.
Yes. And so maybe one day I'll come on to Sparkle
Yes,
Drama,
yes,
invite Ravel on, the performer.
definitely.
And you know what's coming on next? Oh my goodness, it's our musician segment.
Oh, I love
Yes.
it.
Yeah, I love it. And
I love music.
No, are you a musician too?
I used to sing, but I love dancing. I love hearing music. I
Yes.
love concerts. Yeah,
Right,
so
right.
I'm excited for that.
Well, good. Well, stay tuned, everybody, because the musician segment is coming up, and I know we're going to have an exciting musician. Thank you for watching the artist segment this month. Stay on TVSB, www.tvsb.tv/voice. Very easy. Go into the website. When you get there, it says select a page, and a drop-down bar comes down. Make sure you click on TVSB Voice Streaming. A little arrow will come up, and you are on live television on the web, World Wide Web. So anyway, thanks again, Nico. We really loved having you.
Thank you for having me.
And good luck with fun Sparkle Drama. Well, hello, everybody. Yes, it's the musician segment, and it's really, really fun when we have the musician segment, because most of you that love to listen to music, watch music around town, probably know the musician that I have on here. And a lot of people know this gentleman. I'm very, very excited. Don't forget, don't adjust your TV sets, because we do a jam at the end of the interview. Make sure you got your popcorn or whatever, because we're going to have fun talking to Paul Ziniger. And we all want to congratulate Paul and his new wife. I'm sorry, what is her name again?
Anita.
Anita, that's right. We want to say congratulations from the Mini Woodstock Festival, because they are newlyweds. So Paul, are you a local guy?
I am. Born and raised in Goleta and Santa Barbara area, and I've lived here all my life. Spent some time back and forth in Santa Maria when I was a kid, but not only weekends and stuff at my grandparents'. For the most part, just Santa Barbara and Goleta the whole way.
So tell me, do you have brothers and sisters? And
I have one younger sister. Now I have a brother-in-law too, I guess, technically.
oh, you do? You have a brother-in-law.
Yeah,
he's going to be upset if you don't mention him.
Yeah.
So was your parents, were they born here? I mean, are they generations, or did they come into Santa Barbara?
My mom was born in an area just outside of Pittsburgh called Meadville. My dad was a Santa Barbara local.
Oh,
So-
great. Well, how did she come here, or did he go there? How did they meet?
They met here. She moved here when she was in junior high with my grandparents and my aunt, and they met when they were, I think my mom was probably about 19 or 20.
All right. So a lot of local people would know your parents then really well. All
Yeah.
of you, the Zinigers.
Well, yeah, I see people all the time that I run into.
Lovely about Santa Barbara, it's a small town, but there's lots and lots of musicians.
There are.
I mean, there really is, and you don't realize how much, because we've been doing this show now. This is going on our 3rd year.
Shows like this are a terrific opportunity for musicians who, even if they don't have a whole lot of material, like their own original personal material, this is a great opportunity to get yourself out there and meet people and network and sort of experiment with other musicians and kind of find yourself. And I think if an opportunity like this ever gets presented to you, you should, jump on it and take it. Put yourself in as many strange or new situations as possible. The first time I had to play a show, I played at Soho with the Santa Barbara singer-songwriters class that I did at City College, and I was terrified. I was shaking and trembling and sweating, but it was the best experience of my life afterwards. People laughed at the funny song that I wrote, and ever since then, now I have a beer or two or another drink before I go on stage, so I'm a little more mellow. And,
Right.
But it's been great. It's a whole lot of fun.
So you love it.
I love it. I
You
love
love
music.
it. It's great.
Yeah, I don't get as much opportunity to play as I used to, or as much as I want, but I do love it still.
But it does take time.
It
you know,
does.
I mean, you've got a commitment. Like you said before, you were committed to us for the 12th of March, and then Adam goes and books you a
Yeah.
gig, and you're like, Oh, now what? So all of a sudden it's like if it doesn't rain, it pours.
Yeah.
Or it's very quiet for a while.
Exactly.
And that's the life of the performer. So
Being flexible.
yes, it is. So anyway, I want to say thank you for coming.
Thank you.
We are going to jam with you now and have a lot of fun.
Terrific.
So all of you stay on TVSB. Don't adjust your TV sets because Paul's going to come back and we're going to jam. We're going to have a lot of fun. All right. Keep tuned to the Mini Woodstock Festival, everybody. I told you on the telephone. You said you were not at home. I saw you with a girl the other night. I know that you think you'll be okay, but I'm telling you that you're not. 'Cause I don't want you if you want someone else. I don't want you if you put me on the shelf, baby. I love you, but you don't seem to understand me. No, I call you on the telephone, but you're never at home. You tell me that you don't care about me anymore, but you always open the door. Always open the door. I when you look at me that way, baby, I know I'm just about to die inside because of those brown eyes. They just keep looking. They keep looking. Those brown eyes. Oh yeah, brown eyes. I know that you do not understand what it feels like to be with a loving man. But I can tell you, baby, as you look at me with them brown eyes, you give me those brown eyed blues, baby. Oh, look at me now. Just look at me with those brown eyes. I wanna, oh yeah, baby, oh yeah, let's take it away, baby. Woo! You got those beautiful brown eyes. Oh yeah! Oh yeah, yeah, Bill, baby, give me those brown eyes. Oh! Yeah. Woo! stand right behind you. Oh, watch out! I said, watch out! Those snakes come around, they do not care. Those snakes come around, they'll take you everywhere. You will never know what hit you. You'll never know. Watch out! I said watch out. You better watch out. There's a snake behind you. You better watch out. A snake behind you. You better watch out. It's gonna take you away from me. It's gonna take you away. It's gonna take you away. It's gonna take you away from me. A snake behind you. You better watch out. It's gonna take you away from me. Yeah. Watch out.